Hello, BookTube. My plans for this BookTube week have not panned out, so I thought I would do a late tag today. The How Do We Rate Books tag. I'm seeing this on Steve Donahue's channel, and the tag was created by Novelle Novels, and I've linked to both channels in the show notes down below. I also saw it earlier today on Evening Reader, so I will leave links to Novelle Novels, Steve Donahue, and Evening Reader. Okay, let's get the camera back up. There we go. Okay, so question number 1. How often do you DNF, or as I call them, bail, and what makes you DNF or bail? So I bail very heavily. So far this year, although the numbers do not quite bear out what I'm saying, but I have read 180 books, and I've bailed on about 31. Now, the vast majority of those 180, give or take, books were volumes of manga. So, and I'm in a manga kick right now. But I do bail quite heavily, usually about a third to a half of everything I read I end up bailing on. Because there are a number of reasons. So one reason is I'm just not interested in the book. There's a part of me that, for TBR construction reasons, I pick the book, but when it comes time to actually reading the book, I don't want to, or the book is too boring, or it's not clicking with me, or I'm not clicking with the book, or there's something about the book that ticks me off. So there are any number of reasons why I end up DNFing or bailing on a book. Number 2, do you rate books 1 star? I don't rate books that way. I don't give star ratings anymore. I used to when I first started keeping a log of what I read in like 2016 and 2017, but I quickly stopped that because they were kind of useless. But I guess if I had to, pretty much all the bails would be uniform 1 stars. Question number 3. What is a 2-star book for you? So if a 1 star is the worst of the worst, although I guess technically that would probably be a half star, like just 1 half star would be the worst of the worst, but for the sake of argument, a 1 star would be really bad or terrible. A 2 star would be, it's not good, but it's not terrible either. Question number 4 is a 3-star book a good book for you? So I would say a 3-star book would be middling. It's basically what I would say. I liked it, I didn't love it, it was okay. And I think that's a good description of 3 stars. Question number 5. What does 4 stars mean to you? It's a good book. I liked it more than it was okay, or I really liked it, but there were a few issues that bugged me. I think that could be a 4-star. Question number 6. Do you ever do half-star ratings? No, I don't do star ratings, so I don't do half-star ratings. Question number 7. Do you rate books 5 stars often? what do 5-star books do to make them rate that high? So again, I don't rate books. But how often do I read books that I love? Depends on the genre and what I'm obsessed with at the time. So take this here, for example. On the manga front, there's a ton of 5-star reads, or equivalent. I mean, I am loving the manga I've been reading. As far as everything else is concerned, it's not a very good year. There really haven't been any standout works of fiction or nonfiction that I've read that I would consider 5-star reads or that I really, really love. So what do 5-star books do to make them rate that high? I have to absolutely love them. Just absolutely. I have to be just... So one path to a 5-star read would be I am somewhere else when I'm reading it. I am completely in the book and loving every moment of it is one way. Another way is that I am having an absolute blast. I might not necessarily be in the book or having that experience, but I'm completely loving what I'm reading. I'm having a complete blast. Question number 8. Has your rating of books changed over the years? I haven't really thought about it. Although, I think to a certain extent it's because I've always been an overly critical fill in the blank. And I haven't really changed, although I think it's my tastes have changed. And so different genres have, I guess, gotten my ire a bit more, or my critical gaze a bit more than they would have previously. But yeah, I think that would be it. And finally, question number 9. Where do you record your ratings of your books? YouTube, BookTube, because I pretty much talk about everything I read on BookTube, so that's where I at least record what I read, and also I have a list of what I read and what I bail on throughout the year, although I don't record ratings there. Basically, it's sort of I record my thoughts here on my BookTube channel. So anyway, that was the how do you rate books tag. If you would like to do this tag, consider yourselves tagged. Tomorrow, I think I will do some tag necromancy. There are a number of tags on my watch later list that I've not done, or at least I don't think I've done, that I would like to do. And then on Friday, I might try to do one of the videos I wanted to do earlier this week and today and failed at. One was my original tag video, which I need to do some more work on that one. And it's not even the adventure tag. And then there was a tag it isn't quite a tag. It's a variation on the 4 literary white whales, where I was wanted to talk about some of the books that I'm looking for. I don't actually know the titles, or like I know what I'm looking for, I just don't know what the target is, what the specific book is for one of the things I'm looking for. And the other thing, and then there were some authors I was thinking of looking at and asking for recommendations, at least for one of them, and then probably being talked out of some of the others. Yeah, so anyway, I'm starting to ramble, and I need to go ahead and actually watch Steve's version of this tag, and yeah, and go watch some other videos. And so until I see you tomorrow, hopefully, thank you, BookTube. Have a great evening and stay safe.